Following on from last week's video when I was talking about long game gapping or top of the bag gapping, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the latest driving irons from a lot of manufacturers and how that can maybe help the slightly stronger players, slightly better ball strikers that don't like hybrids, that have tried hybrids before and find that they can't control them or they hit them too far compared to what an iron would be going. So this is a customer that I fitted a few days ago, and we've got on the screen here his own 7 iron, his own 6, 5 and then 4 iron. So in terms of the distance gaps, as you can see, between his 7 and 6 iron's pretty healthy at 13 yards. Between his 6 iron and 5 iron is fairly healthy at 16 yards. But then between his 5 and his 4 iron, he's only got 1 yard of difference of gapping. So that's not really worth it when you get out on the golf course because you're having 2 clubs that are doing the same job. So as you can see at the top, his gap between his 7 and 6 is nice, his 6 and 5 is nice, but then his 5 and 4 iron are landing in exactly the same position. So this guy is not a big fan of hybrids, so you wanted to see if we could help him with the latest sort of utility or driving irons. So what I'm going to do is just change the slide over to show you what happened when we got him hitting one of those golf clubs. Here is his new gapping once we changed that 4 iron. So the 4 iron that we actually got working really well for this customer was the Titleist 818 TMB. So this is a hollow bodied club. So the outside of the club is completely hollow inside, which delivers a lot more forgiveness, a bit more ball speed to give you those better gaps at the top end of the golf bag. You'll see a lot of the world's top tour professionals using these golf clubs. Jordan Spieth, for example, was famous last year of using Titleist's old version of this when he was en route to winning the British Open. So as we can see, his 7, 6 and 5 iron distances are still on the screen, still exactly the same gaps as he had previously, but then we've added 15 yards more on top of his 5 iron with this Titleist TMB 4 iron. So then his distance gaps at the top have been restored to exactly where we want them to be. So it's not only Titleist that make these golf clubs. We've got some from Ping, the latest G400 crossover, from Mizuno, the MP18 Fly High, from TaylorMade, the P790, and also Callaway are bringing a new X-Forged utility iron out early next year. So if you feel like you're losing out at the top end of your bag in your irons, but you're not a big fan of hybrids or high lofted fairway woods, then maybe some of the latest utility irons could help your game.